Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the fifth episode here of Stranger Things, The Flea and the Acrobat. Um, Still in season one here. There's 8 episodes. We're going to go through all that, see how things pan out, and then we'll see if we go through the rest of the seasons or not. But it does drop here in just 3 days. So, yes, the new ones would be super down the line, like a month and a half down the road, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. But nonetheless, we're going to dive on into this. This is an episode where we see Jim Hopper kind of finally believing Joyce further and further. His house was bugged, so he has to go through his entire house after getting knocked out and kind of depict everything that happened to his house because they know he's being monitored now. Aside from that, we see Jonathan's dad, Lonnie, staying over at the house. The reason for this is because Joyce is kind of going a little crazy. Joyce called him over. Jonathan is now starting to believe Joyce, so that seems to be a mistake here. So Jonathan is very unhappy and going back and forth there with his dad. And then towards the end of this, we see Joyce pull up on him as well. After that, we kind of see just a few small things happen throughout this episode. I think the biggest thing happening in this episode is Will's funeral, in a sense, where they hold a memorial for him. They have Mr. Clark explain the Flea and the Acrobat situation, which is kind of cool to see because it kind of gives you some sort of thought of what the Upside Down could be. After that, we see Nancy and Steve talking back and forth. Steve's apologizing, making sure everything's good between them because he feels bad. Nancy's preparing with the bat because her and Jonathan are going to go and try to hunt the Demogorgon. Um, but in between that, we just kind of see, Hopper make a call to his ex-wife. Nancy and Jonathan are talking a little bit. We see um, Lucas, Dustin, Mike, and Eleven walking down the railroad tracks so they can kind of figure out where they need to be. And the other probably crucial thing here within this episode is the fact that Mike and Lucas get into a fight, and Eleven uses her powers to throw Lucas across the way, and that ends up, having like a little conflict between Mike and Lucas there, if it's easy to put it that way. But um, aside from that, not a whole lot. We just see the episode basically end with Nancy getting trapped in the upside down. I blanked on her name there. I apologize, but that's how it kind of ends, and then it picks up in the next episode. But um, like I said, not too bad of an episode. It's probably just gonna go in the fourth spot for now for me as I'm ranking these as I go along. But great first season so far. I really enjoy it. And yeah, new season comes out here in a few days. We'll touch on that when it comes out. And we'll see you guys in the next one.